Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to warmly welcome all of you in joining the HKCAAVQ International Conference 2020. So I'm going to have a very brief introduction on the opening remarks of the conference. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Kelvin Young, Secretary for Education, and also Engineer Dr. Alex Chan, Council Chair of HKCAAVQ, who have just given us keynote addresses to launch the opening of the HKCAAVQ International Conference. Today, the theme of the conference is from quality assurance to quality enhancement and excellence. So I'm going to address this from a QA agency's perspective. And in addition to that, I would like to also share with you that this is also the theme of the HKCAAVQ strategic plan 2019 to 2023. So I'm going to share with you how we will be able to move from quality assurance to quality enhancement and excellence, and how we are going to do in support the quality enhancement and excellence to our operators and institutions. In all the years to go in HKCAAVQ, in the QA community, in our institutions, we always talk about gate opening versus gatekeeping. No one will doubt about that. Every QA agency, including HKCAAVQ, we need to perform our fundamental responsibilities in discharging quality assurance on the part of our operators, institutions, etc. But in addition to that, we also reckon about that we also need to support our operators and institutions and try to facilitate them to improve themselves continuously, and at the end of the day, in approaching excellence. So, what we are trying to do is that, okay, we as an accreditation authority in underpinning qualifications framework, we'll need to perform our primary roles in the quality assurance, in quality assuring the programs, the operators, in relation to the prescribed accreditation standards. Traditionally, we are an accreditation authority, but nowadays, we do a lot to facilitate our operators in terms of the quality enhancement and to support them how to improve themselves. In this sense, in addition to our primary role as an accreditation authority, we are also very much aware that we have an additional role of quality enhancement. In fact, in our 4-stage QA process, when we look at our process, starting from our learning program accreditation, re-accreditation, program area accreditation, and then finally pre-audit institutional review, what we can see is that the quality enhancement parts have been inbuilt into our 4-stage QA process. When we are doing learning program accreditation and re-accreditations, in addition to our quality assurance role, we also give advice, recommendations to support our operators, institutions, and programs in advising them on how to improve themselves continuously. And then when they are going to be mature, when they are going to become a PA operator, then this is very important that we need to get them not only observing all our accreditation standards in terms of quality assurance, but we also need them to have the ability to continuously improve themselves in terms of quality enhancement. Why? If we are going to grant a program area accreditation to an operator, that means that the operator concerned will have the ability and the authority to launch and to maintain programs within the approved areas of study. That means they should have the ability to continuously improve themselves as a part of their continuous quality enhancement. So, continuous quality enhancement is very important when we are conducting program area accreditation. And finally, when an operator is very mature, they may have a significant number of program areas. Then, when they are going through a periodic institutional review of a 5-year cycle, then it will be even more important that they have the ability to continuously enhance themselves in terms of the governance, in terms of the maintaining of the operating environment, finance, and so on and so forth. So the next step, we were trying to move from supporting the quality enhancement to excellence of our operators. Then we need to talk about several things. We need to have a vision. Where we can improve ourselves continuously, it doesn't mean that we can become approaching excellence. We also need vision. We need strategies. We need a good implementation plan supported by the appropriate teaching and learning pedagogies. All of this will contribute to moving from continuous quality enhancement to excellence on part of our operators and institutions. And that means, from the perspective of a QA agency, in particular on part of HKCAAVQ, we need to have a mindset change. In addition to our role as an accreditation authority, we also need to serve as a collaborative partner and also strategic partner to our operators and institutions. We need to have moved from a relatively reactive role as an accreditation authority to a more active and strategic role to become a partner of our operators and institutions. I think that's the right way to do. And how we'll be able to do it on part of HKCAAVQ? In our strategic plan, 2019 and 23, so we are going to do 3 key areas. The first one is to get ourselves ready to support quality enhancement and excellence. We will conduct governance and management review so that we'll be able to get our structure system ready to support quality enhancement and excellence on part of the operators and institutions. We need to enhance our organization culture and structure to support talent development and leadership development, remembering that staff is our most important asset. And if they'll be able to have good talent development and leadership development, they will be in turn able to support quality enhancement and excellence of our operators and institutions. Secondly, we are going to do a lot of things in directly support the operators, institutions, and the stakeholders on their quality enhancement and excellence. First of all, we will strive to expand the use of our QA 4-stage QA process on the further application of differentiation approach. I think many of our operators institutions have already benefited from the implementation of differentiation approach, but more will come. And secondly, in line with the development of the academic, vocational, and continuing education sector, we are going to develop guidelines on accreditation of micro-credentials to further underpin the development in the area. We will start to use big data and artificial intelligence to produce discipline and sectorial analysis to give insights and information for our operators and institutions to have informed decisions on their development. In addition to that, we will gradually develop quality indicators to support our operators and institutions on their continuous quality enhancement. Finally, I think our international status, recognition, and leadership are equally important. We will continue to collaborate and benchmark ourselves with key agencies around the world. You will be going to listen to the keynote address from our key partner, HKCAAVQ, Mr. Doug Bradstock, that he's going to address us on the experience of quality enhancements in HKCAAVQ. In this connection, we will continue to benchmark ourselves with other QA agencies and also strive to enhance our collaboration with them with our will to fall into new areas of exploration, including mutual recognition. Finally, we are going to establish our regional leadership in the areas of consulting services, very likely in Macau, Greater Bay Area, and beyond. So thank you very much. May I invite you to continue to participate in the remaining part of the conference and enjoy. Thank you.